honoring a hero who inspired others.
You were the trooper all of us should strive to be.
The community comes together for a trooper whose service and sacrifice live on.
It was an honor to serve with you, and until we meet again, may you please rest in peace.
An incredibly emotional day as Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Joseph Bullock is remembered.
Family, friends, and fellow law enforcement traveled to the Gulf Coast from across the country today to pay their respects to the fallen trooper killed last week along I-95 in Martin County. Our WPTV crews were there as he was remembered for a life spent protecting others.
Tonight, News Channel 5 anchor Michael Williams begins our coverage from Bayside Community Church in Bradenton. Michael.
Good evening, Kelly and Jay. They share a bond. Stories about duty and honor and sacrifice, about the dangers that only those who serve on the front lines can truly know and understand. Only they can truly understand what it means to get up every day and put your own safety on the line. And so from around our community, and indeed around the nation, from Alaska and California, Kentucky, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and New York, and beyond, they came here today to say, we will remember an honor guard comprised of Florida Highway Patrol troopers from Troop L, Joseph Bullock's troop, and from others across our great state came together, escorting his casket into the service here, saying in one loud voice that we will always remember and always honor you, a 42-year-old trooper slain in the light of duty. And today at this service, so many voices speaking about what he meant to them in life. And for more on that, we turn to News Channel 5's Mike Trim.
The life and legacy of Trooper Joseph Bullock on display.
It's been an honor to be your captain. It was an honor to serve with you. And until we meet again, may you please rest in peace.
By those who knew him best.
He will live forever. No matter what, he is a legend.
Martin County Sheriff William SNYDER with a message for Bullock's family.
That piece of ground where your son died, as far as we are concerned, will be sacred for as long as our memory exists.
And for the first time, we're seeing the person who shot back at the suspect who killed Trooper Bullock, Riviera Beach Detective Jamel Headings.
That suspect that murdered Trooper Bullock couldn't hurt anybody else because of this detective.
Bullock spent his entire 19-year career on the Treasure Coast. Everyone who served with him was asked to stand and be acknowledged, including his longtime teammate and FHP partner.
I was always looking forward to meeting his family, but not this way. All I can say now is thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Bullock.
Stories of Bullock's selfless nature were told over and over, like the time he helped a mother and her kids off the highway safely.
Transported them to a motel, paid for the room, and bought their food out of his own pocket so they could be off the highway and safe for the night.
Bullock was an Air Force veteran. Taps was played and an American flag presented to Bullock's parents. Congressman Brian MAST, an Army combat veteran, had high praise for the trooper.
Safeguarding your community and defending those who call out for help. Trooper Bullock paid dearly to accomplish just that.
A sacrifice honored at this service. Mike Trim, WPTV News Channel 5.
Governor Ron DeSantis leading the list of dignitaries who came here to pay their respects this day. Full military honors accorded Trooper Bullock. His life had been one of service before the Florida Highway Patrol. He'd served in security units for the United States Air Force. And for more coverage about those military honors and his final resting place, we turn now live to MEGHAN McRoberts at the Sarasota National Cemetery. Megan?
Michael, a long day filled with emotional tributes and decorated honors culminating this afternoon in the funeral for Trooper Joseph Bullock. It was one that was rich in tradition and one that perhaps had some of the most emotional moments of the day, as this was the final chance for law enforcement officers, their families, and the community to give their final show of respect to the trooper in front of the trooper's family and show their gratitude for his service and his sacrifice. Hundreds of law enforcement officers and their families witnessing a missing man flyover, including helicopters from Martin and St. Lucie County Sheriff's offices, bagpipes playing Amazing Grace, and the honor guard folding the American flag to be presented to Trooper Bullock's family. And finally, perhaps among the most emotional moments of the day, his last call.
Attention all units. Trooper Joseph Bullock of the Florida Highway Patrol, ID number 595, is 10-7 from service. May he rest in peace. We ask for a moment of silence in honor of his dedicated service.
Fellow members of Troop L speaking to us after the funeral about this heart-wrenching loss and how Bullock will be irreplaceable and leave a permanent impact on the Treasure Coast and the entire state.
Trooper Bullock, it's going to be an insurmountable loss. There will be no filling this position. No matter how hard we try, no matter how much we attempt to emulate his presence, he's forever going to be standing there next to us, but we're never going to be able to fulfill that situation of losing him.
And the funeral was the last public event. There will be a private burial that will include just closest family and loved ones here in Sarasota, where he will finally lay to rest close to his family. Michael, back to you.
Megan, thank you. Joseph Bullock leaves behind his mother and father and 2 sisters. And as you saw this day, thousands upon thousands of people who, even though they may not have known him, call him friend, comrade, and leave here back to their duty post around this nation with a shared sense of duty and an appreciation, and as you saw, one final salute for somebody who had served his nation and his community so well. Coming up in just a few moments, I'll have final reflections on this day. For now, reporting live from Bradenton, I'm Michael Williams, WPTV News Channel 5.